What's this about the mathematician and his propensity for questionable ethics?
That gun's a monster. Was it used on you?
They bled us with constant shelling for the better part of 3 months, and it barely earned us a few dozen kilometers. Truth be told, I never thought we'd make it. Those sovereign sanctions can reach all the way across Golden Ridge. They rain shells the size of crabbles on us day and night. They made the invasion stall about 5 kilometers away and would have ground us to dust if the cannons hadn't stopped and the Protectorate retreated.
The cannons just stopped?
Like someone up here flipped a switch. 1 second our lives were pain and fear and death, and the next all was quiet. No more shelling, no more shooting. At first we thought it was a trap, that they'd start shelling again as soon as we popped our heads up, but there was nothing. We basically walked the rest of the way here. We didn't find out why until we got here and learned the Protectorate wasn't.
So what happened?
The Protectorate hightailed it. They decided that if the Order was going to splinter off on its own, then it could field its own army and fight its own battles. Those Protectorate bootlicks took everything not nailed down, leaving the Order to try and figure out how to wage war with no gear and almost no know-how. It took them weeks to rally, and by then we owned most of Golden Ridge. If Andy'd only send a few thousand more troops, we'd shove them completely off this rock.
Auntie's Choice reputation down. Given how much you've covered, any chance you've come across any compression coils?
Of course. I've seen about every meter of this rock by one means or another. So if you're looking to bargain, I'm sure I've got info for you. Say 250 bits per location.
Deal.
It landed over by some particularly aggressive creepy crawlies. I'll mark it for you.
Another one.
This batch is over near some kind of zealots or cultists or something. Find them, you'll find the coils.
Another one.
The last is a pretty little place I like to call the Crystal Overlook. Can't miss them.
That's mighty incredible. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Nobody in their right mind is gonna believe I talk to these things now. You're damn lucky I've got to figure out how to explain this mess, or I'd feed you to the bugs myself.
Well, what have we here? You couldn't look less Auntie's Choice if you tried. So what are you doing in our fort?
Your superior outpost opportunity sent me to find the murderer.
Durbin sent you? Why? You certainly ain't a certified pre-inhumation inquisitor.
I made enough corpses that I have a special kind of insight on the dead.
Oh, lovely. And just what is it you think you can do for me? You ain't even carrying a masticating tissue scrutinator. You just gonna guess what manner of poison killed folk?
No, you're supposed to make it sound like Cuddy may have died from his allergies.
What? How could that be? I made the stew myself and every one of us ate it.
Exactly, but only he had the deathly crabble allergy. Could there have been a crabble in it?
What? That's ridiculous. It was nothing but canned cysty stew. Stew that I Oh. Oh no. Did you say crabble?
Yes, apparently everyone knew he was allergic to crabble meat.
Well, he told everyone that. But that ain't exactly the same as it actually being true. See, Cuddy was what you'd call a complainer. He complained about the food. He complained about the weather. He complained about his bunk. He complained about everything. He's also somebody's nephew. Some junior executive. And if you gave him reason enough to complain about you, he'd take it up with his uncle, and it'd come back down in your head.
So you poisoned him with a Crabble?
Oh, no. At least, not on purpose. Half his gripes were really nothing but reasons to grouse. But if you pushed back too hard, he'd run to his uncle. So most of us just ignored him, assuming he was constantly full of it. And didn't think twice about doing things like stretching the stew with canned crabble stock.
Then you're really the one that killed him.
What? No, it was an accident. Nobody would have, at least nobody'd mean to. Law, his uncle is gonna see me transferred to mid-operation engine cleaning on the claim. Unless, hey, how'd you like to make some bits? Some real bits? And keep a tragic accident that'll lead to the end of a promising career. Total secret.
No. I was trying to get justice for Barda. Now I've done that.
Well, no. Not yet you haven't. See, I can't just let Bardot go. There'd be questions, accusations, and assumptions as to who was responsible, and that's no kind of solution. And even worse, since there's apparently nobody coming to do an autopsy, I might have to just send Bardot to the claim to start her sentence on all available evidence.
You really railroad an innocent person on murder charges to cover your own mistake.
Absolutely.
Then absolutely not. If you sacrifice your own trooper, you'll sacrifice me.
Come on now. You need to reconsider. I'm offering you good bits for easy work. You'll also be saving at least one life from the toils of endless labor.
The research value of that pupa
Nobody in
is
their right mind is gonna believe I
incredible.
talk to these things now.
What's happening? Are you making any progress?
Hmm.
Thank you.
Hearing good things. I'm behind you 110%. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This is Grand Plan Wireless,
Speedy,
broadcasting
heavy
soothing
marksman
tunes for your
rifle.
audio canal and enriching content for your cerebral cortex
Cleo
around
the Hunt?
chronometer until we achieve ascension. Though our current cordiality with Auntie's Choice continues to hold, Remain certain that every department stands united and ready should conflict recommence. Why, simply recall the precision of our air defenses against low-flying craft, augmented by our Sears technology combined with the deft skills of our exemplars. This keen partnership not only forced our rapacious rivals to drop supplies from high orbit, it sent their ground troops scampering into scattered lines of hastily dug trenches. So much for their baseless conjecture that bookish theoreticians, a tidier paraphrasing of their logical invective, couldn't hold their own on the battlefield.
Now do carry on. And as always, anticipate and calculate.
Continuing as predetermined. The following song has been determined to facilitate abstract thinking and constructive rumination.
Probability and the grand plan. There can be no discussion of the grand plan without also entertaining a deep contemplation of probability. Our ability to predict events to varying degrees of certainty is fundamentally rooted in statistical mathematics. Statistics, at its heart, is naught but data. Data that is gathered, collated, and subjected to analysis.
Okay.
But what is the role of chance in that analysis? Let's look at the interpretation of pure chance. If one flips a perfectly balanced
daredevil,
coin, it will land on heads with a 1 in 2 chance, or tails with a 1 in 2 chance. But are there really 2 outcomes? Is there not one specific outcome we can determine? Yes. With complete information, there can be no chance, only outcome. Complete information yields perfect predictions, 100% accuracy, no outcomes. Now we come to one of the most difficult concepts in the order for initiates to grasp. If the result of the flip of a coin is known to be heads, is it necessary?
Is there really no way to do
Would it
this?
be more efficient to simply go forward as if it had been flipped and proceed with whatever action that flip was intended to choose? If so, what part of that choice was ever left to chance? The answer, of course, is none. Only when there is less than complete information.
Welcome to
are we
Bonnie's Barely Above Board
chance.
Battlefield Bazaar, brought to you by Auntie's Choice. We know consumers are highly discerning in how they spend their bits in an active war zone, and I really appreciate you dodging literal bullets to bring me your business. And to show my gratitude, I'm offering you and only you a one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime, exclusively discounted rate of 4/5 of Auntie's standard profiteering rate.
Such a travesty.
Wow, such discount.
Not a
Are you
travesty.
sure you'll manage to stay in business?
A horror.
Only so long as you tell nobody of this amazing offer. If everybody got that deep a discount, I'd go out of business for sure.
Every bit
So
of
what
data
will you be
collected,
buying today?
analyzed, and
See what you got.
input by our archivists brings us closer to our goal, to the solving
okay.
of the universal issue. Probability is not enough. Guesses are not enough. Incomplete information leads to inaccurate predictions, which lead to tragedy. We must not guess. We must know. Help us know. Contribute any and all data you can collect to our proud archivists. And you too can say you contributed to the archive.
You have tuned your receiver to wireless. We verify before we amplify.
Eat complex food bars. Every real bar is packaged with an imaginary piece for you to enjoy later.
From the Order of the Ascendant. Never forget, we will unlock humanity's true potential. In due course, in due time.
Back again, consumer? I didn't realize we had more to say to each other. Why are you back?
Consistency in your work is wonderful.
Actually, I'm helping the doc at the outpost gather compression core. You seen any?
Of course. I've seen about every meter of this rock by one means or another. Back again, consumer? I didn't realize we had more
For the
to say
view,
to
I
each
think.
other.
What is
Why
this
are you
place?
back? It used to be comms and observation for the Protectorate. They watched us get hammered by their huge guns and laughed as we scrambled to dig into that cruel, pitiless dirt.
Guns like the one downstairs?
Those sovereign sanctions can reach all the way across Golden Ridge. They rain shells the size of crabbles on us day and night. They made the invasion stall about 5 kilometers away and would have ground us to dust if the cannons hadn't stopped and the Protectorate retreated.
Why would they retreat if they're winning?
At first, we thought it was a trap, that they'd start shelling again as soon as we popped our heads up, but there was nothing. We basically walked the. We didn't find out why until we got here and learned the Protectorate.
Okay.
It took them weeks to rally, and by then we owned most of Golden Ridge. If Andy'd only send a few. Thanks. Have a lucrative.
Show us how it works. What's a basic groove? Let's show how it works. Here's a basic groove. The sum of two.
You can now use medical inhaler while crashing, but at reduced efficacy. Crashes now last longer. Inhaler heal effect while crashing. Crash defection rate goes down. Why would I want this? I want crashing to be fast.
That is how it works. That's a basic proof. Can you give another one more basic proof? When a triangle exists with an angle that is right, square their shorter sides, shorter based on height. The sum of those squares will always be of use as the square of the longest side, the hypotenuse. A proof, a very proven proof. You think you know it all, the answer's in your heart. Unless you show the proof, your theory will be picked apart.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Your theory will be picked apart. Prove it, yes you must prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, just deduce it. Prove it, yes you must prove it.
You're back? Why?
If you cannot prove it, take your theory and remove.
I decided it's worth being your pawn if it means freeing Bardot.
Thank law. I was genuinely concerned I'd have to sort this out on my own, but I'd much rather pay you and drop the charges against Bardot instead.
Broadcasting cognitive resonance.
Well, you damn better.
So we got this thing. An acidic dematerializer that we use to melt mantisaur dung, so it don't call in the local wildlife. But it'll actually work on anything. That means if someone used it to melt Cuddy, there would be no body, which would mean no autopsy, which would mean no evidence, which would end the investigation. I'd do it myself, but my boss said she's on her way for a surprise inspection, so I can't leave. But if you go find one and melt the body, I'll make it worth your while.
But I don't see that as the best solution.
And what about Bardot?
Well, then she's cleared, of course. No more questions asked. She goes free, you get bits, I get on with my life. Deal?
Things to come have a way of constantly happening. The future is
Alright, I can do that.
Thank law. You'll find Cuddy inside the tower, but you'll have to sneak your way past the guards. It simply wouldn't do for me to announce your intentions to the base, then come back and tell me when I've got no more evidence to hold Bardot and can draw this whole thing to a close.
About the average color of space, the famous stellar cartographer Newton Otisgard replied, with no hesitation, beige. To experienced lumen astronomers, his answer was the expected one. But I can already hear the obtuse listener bleating with their faces contorted into a rictus of ignorance. Wouldn't the average color be black or white, or simply a shade of gray? No. No, it would not. The answer is rooted in the science of how
What's
hot
happening?
objects
Are
absorb
you making
and
any
emit
progress?
light, which
Thank you.
answers the ancillary mystery of why there are no green stars. To understand all of this, you must understand the basics of thermal divarication emission theory. The typical piece of non-heated matter absorbs most electromagnetic radiation that falls upon it, including light, infrared, and radio emissions. And the matter reflects only a small portion of that radiation. The visible part of that reflection is its color. However, objects generate far more radiation than they absorb, so they can be modeled as an idealized object, which is assumed to absorb 100% of all electromagnetic radiation and re-emit some based on its temperature and composition. Stellar composition determines what packets of light will be emitted, while stellar temperature determines the frequency of light and hence what portion of the spectrum that light is in. Low temperature emission is mostly infrared and not visible to us without proper instrumentation.
I've been told Chief Cuddy's corpse has gone missing, which is a surprise to both of us, I'm sure. Thank you for your help. You've saved 2 careers today and allowed us to put this whole miserable affair behind us.
As determined, you're listening to Grand Plan Wireless. For transpiring events, philosophical profundities, informed insight into the future, also music. Welcome to
It's
another installment.
only behind you if you pay me and let Bardot go.
Of course. Debts left unpaid decays our character and all of anti-society. And this torrid affair has come close enough to doing both already. Regardless, it's nothing but ink in the ledger now. And speaking of ledgers, Bardot is free. And here's the balance for yours. Which means we're done.
Above all else, while we strive for the ascendance of all humanity through the solution of the universal
You did it! You actually did it! I can't believe you could get it done. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I'm so glad to be out of that damn cage.
Ascend to greater heights. We could hardly be more dissimilar.
Do you have
No problem, glad I could help.
I wish I had bits for you, but I'm still in debt from this uniform, and meals, and the incarceration fee they charged me for being locked up. But I'm telling everyone what you did.
This
Hooray.
number has been conclusively proven to promote cognitive function.
Oh. Why would you... What the freak? You just throw disciple bodies over the... Okay.
Can't say I was expecting to see anyone. Hello, friend. Welcome to the most beautiful half-built landing platform on all of Dorado.
What's so beautiful about a half-built landing platform?
Simple, friend. You see any sergeants barking orders? Any of those spidery crystal critters lurking in the rocks? Any order forces storming the area? No, you do not. The perfect blend of just close enough to the base to be safe, but not close enough for any officers to get nosy. And I still get paid the same as if I was a frontliner.
But awful far from the mess hall. You sound a little dry.
You've got me there. I sure could use a bottle of zero-G brew if you have one.
Sure, here.
Thanks, friend. You're a lifesaver.
Sounds like easy bits would happen when they resume construction, though.
Ah, there's the real beauty of it. They won't. The Order's anti-air guns are a damn sight better than we expected. There's no reason to finish the landing pad on account of nothing can land. Command won't go back to building it until the war is won. Then I'm in no danger of being shot anyways. Maybe I'll even get a promotion for doing such a good job keeping this place safe.
The Order anti-air guns really giving you that many problems?
Oh, no doubt about it, friend. They've been blasting our landing craft out of the sky right, left, and center. I can't even imagine the total cost of it all. But as long as my bits keep rolling in, why should I care? Someone else is getting demoted for that, not me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to my favorite pastime, doing absolutely nothing and getting paid for it.
That's my favorite pastime as well. I bet you that's a lot of people's favorite pastime.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Careful! That cave is chock full of arachnids. I'd stay away if I were you. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Careful! That cave is chock full of arachnids. I'd stay away if I were you.
Your thorough appreciation of that song was considered a probabilistic certainty.
And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become allergic to water this year.
Looks like a fight! Commander, you're bleeding!
Standing by to stupefy.
My claw's always crabby. Pop in my claw! Look alive, Commander.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Jesus Christ.
Unveils the key to logic's asymmetry. How can that be? How can that be? Irrationality. One thing that you must profess.
Armed and ready.
Irrationality is a part of our program.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Using time, another without end. Evil the result, correct in the dividend. Accept it, and you can plainly see a positive externality. A positive externality. A positive externality. One thing you can plainly see. Accepted in this infinity. Can it be a positive externality? One thing, the irrational term accepted in the calculation. Can it be? Can result in explanations. How can that be? How can that be?
Okay.
How can that be?
Honestly, not bad.
Traveling at the velocity of light through the vacuum of space on our primary band, this is Grand Plan Wireless, the informed, sourced, peer-reviewed sound of scientism. All pay heed and take warning. Recent reports note a sporadic outbreak of belligerent zealots characterized as having cobwebs in the attic throughout Golden Ridge, specifically through the N-ray range, our laboratory tasked with harnessing mysterious stellar radiation. We've lost contact with facility personnel and thusly fear the worst. Cultist trespassers could never comprehend the fundamental forces at work in this lab, which might only render these zealots all the more unpredictable and dangerous. Unfortunately, given the current state of Golden Ridge infrastructure, we cannot verify the N-ray range's status without crossing through or over our decommissioned autonomous extractorium. A perilous trek even under the best of circumstances. Stay cautious out there, fellow ascendants.
End message with an emphatic sign-off such as, "You'll never be sad when you have solutions." That apparently was a note to self. Not to be read aloud.
Further beneficial content soon follows. Next up, well, the seals among you already
Oh, a freelancer. I didn't know we hired any, but I'm glad to have you. Especially, why am I standing so close to this uranium? Hazard pay, of course.
979323846.
Only thing between me and a double promotion was the people and outpost opportunity. Reckon it's a good day to be me.
3383279502. 8841971639.
I'm glad to be sitting here safely, but I hope Command is sending us a cost-effective method for cleaning up this uranium soon. Huh? Is that another stimulant hallucination?
5097.
Somebody get that!
49.
Can't get to it! You ain't doing what I think you're doing, right? Maybe if you're just wasting my damn time, I should file a report.
How many digits in pi?
You really did just crack that door right in front of my lamps. Fortunately for you, I got very specific orders to stop anyone from stealing. So just don't do that.
How many digits in pi? How many numbers am I?
You're looking for outpost opportunity, it's to the south. And a bit to the southeast. Only thing between me and a double promotion is the people in outpost opportunity. Reckon it's a good day to be
16406286208 998 How many digits in how many numbers am I? Wearing up!
Let me handle this.
Coming, you ordered me a discount.
Moving to check things out.
How many numbers? Careful, Sporty.
Ah.
Today's battle cry, brought to you by the nutrition Purple
Really? That's your battle cry? Brought to you by the delicious sugary crunch of Purple Berry Crunch?
Now try our expulsions from the Order of the Ascendant. Humorous hot beverage mug text recently observed, scienticians seek safety in numbers and enlightenment. Avid followers of our predictive playlists are already aware of which song follows. Interested in receiving our weekly selection of mathematical clues? Visit your local predictory.
Function f to the n equaling our starting zen. Function fn minus 1 plus the fn minus 2. In all cases that we know, starting where n is so low. Now you know just what to do. Start the cycle, here's the cue. It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely summing to preceding numbers gives us math that brings us wonders. Define the recurrence relation, get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from Liber Abasi. Gazing upon the golden spiral, apart and quite so vital, arcing in a circle motion, giving squares to perfect quotient, 0, 1, 1, and again, 2, 3, 5, and 8, and then 13, 21, not 2, 34, we're counting through.
Another mercenary. Better get my bits into the batting pool.
It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely summing to preceding numbers gives us
Before they get themselves turned into beasts.
define the recurrence relation, get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from Liber Abasi. The Fibonacci sequence is a sequence in which each number is the sum of the two preceding ones. 1, 1, 2, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, 1, 4, 4, and so on and so forth. It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely summing to preceding numbers gives us math, gives us wonders.
Oh no. It's one of the tamed ones.
current relation. Get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from Liber Abaci.
You are listening to Grand Plan Wireless, Arcadia's voice of reason. Ready to
Oh.
have your mind enlightened and your day embrightened? It's time for another installment of Ask a Vicar with
Oh.
Vicar Magsaisai. Oh,
Well,
here's a question from
I
a
guess
new
we go
pupil.
here then. Then we head on over to the trench on the right side. Left side. No, it'll be right when we spawn in, I think.
Freshly converted
You're
from
now entering
Auntie's
Yep.
Choice.
Okay.
Did presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar know the matriarch personally?
Wonderful! I do enjoy educating the uneducated. The succinct answer is no. Our presiding bishop never met the matriarch, but let's look at all she has done. Over the course of her decades-long appointment as presiding bishop, Ruth Bassar has added multiple parameters to the calculated life equation of the matriarch. She has determined derivatives at multiple points along that function, obtaining a Maclaurin series with a convergent approximation beyond any previous sequence. Our infallible presiding bishop has approached an error dispersion exceeding 5 sigma, a level of calculation superior to all bishops before her. Cite her theses with confidence. If that did not sate your curiosity, then by all means, inquire again and again with abandon. I, Vicar Magsaisai, will be happy to enlighten all who will listen. If you're feeling anxious about what's next, just wait. Things to come have a way of constantly happening. The future is colliding with the present every moment.
Consistency in your work is wonderful. Consistency in playlists is not. Now for a new song.
Probability and the grand plan. There can be no discussion of the grand plan without also entertaining a deep contemplation of probability. Our ability to predict events to varying degrees of certainty is fundamentally rooted in statistical mathematics. Statistics, at its heart, is not but data. Data that is gathered, collated, and subjected to analysis. But what is the role of chance in that analysis? Let's look at the interpretation of pure chance. If one flips a perfectly balanced coin, it will land on heads with a 1 in 2 chance, or tails with a 1 in 2 chance. But are there really 2 outcomes? Is there not one specific outcome we can determine? With complete information, chance, only outcome. Complete information yields perfect predictions, 100% accuracy, known outcomes. Now we come to one of the most difficult concepts in the order for initiates to grasp. If the result of the flip of a coin is known to be heads, is it necessary to flip the coin? Would it not be more efficient to simply go forward as if it had
How do you not loot that?
and proceed with whatever action that flip was
I swear, these are the worst scrappers
If so,
ever.
what part of that choice was ever left
They just don't
to
try.
chance? The answer, of course, is none. Only when there is less than complete information are we reduced to chance. At present, we do not have complete information.
Okay, so we go to that building right there, head on over, and then go to this entire area.
Values and standard deviations, which lead to the dreaded sigma of probability distribution.
Once we do that, we can go discover this area, so we get a fast travel point, because you know there is one here.
Distributions of sample populations. Such a travesty. No, not a travesty. Tragedy. A horror. A horror the archive will help us avoid. Every bit of data collected, analyzed, and input by our archivists brings us
Decommission
closer
autonomous
to our goal,
extractorium.
to the solving of the universal equation. Probability.
Think the cult's signaling that we ain't welcome here.
Guesses
But I
are
ain't too
not
keen on heeding
enough.
signs.
Incomplete information leads to inaccurate predictions, which lead to tragedies. We must not guess. We must know. Help us know. Contribute any and all data you can collect to our proud archivists. And you too can say you contributed to the archive.
Traveling at the velocity of light through the vacuum of space on our primary band, this is Grand Plan Wireless, the informed, sourced, peer-reviewed sound of scientism.
The presence in range. Bottle waiting for me if I ever manage to make it out of this barrel.
After years working in a Zeranium manufactory, that's not the first workplace accident I've encountered.
For targeted ambushment by desperate pharmaceutical-addled, chemically dehanced societal cast-offs who have succumbed to a life of pilferage and plunder. Auntie's choice troops have been inspired.
Oh no, it's no.
A healthy degree of circumspection remains.
You alright?
No, I'm really not. There was uranium on my hands when I came in here, and now it's. Why didn't I wash them first?
Travelers are instructed to closely monitor their surroundings at all times, whilst peregrinating outside inhabited areas. Those choosing to heed said forewarnings.
Well, that's just awful. Anything I can do to help?
No, I don't think so. I'll just suffer in here for a while longer. Oh, why won't it stop burning?
Sorry about you melting, dear.
Why does it burn so bad?
Determined to facilitate.
What are you going on about in there?
There was uranium on my hands when I came in here, and now it's. Why didn't I wash them first?
I suppose that's why folk wear gloves when they play with this stuff.
Thanks for the preposterously late advice. How about you leave me to endure my pulpy penury in peace?
Or I can put you out of your misery permanently.
What? No, that's not. Someone help me!
All charged up.
Uranium extractor exterior door key. Hey. Ugh.
That certainly paints the picture, dear. Bit illogical, hardly persuasive, but good energy.
Liquidate them.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
What? How do they know?
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
temperature. It never
Yeah.
From chaos to decomposition of this fatal attraction. This fatal attraction. This fatal attraction.
That wasn't the song I was supposed to play. I forgot to carry the one. The following song has been determined to facilitate abstract thinking and constructive rumination.
I'm here at the behest of the exalted leader. You've betrayed the glorious dawn.
That's how you could have killed everything on the ground floor, huh?
Hey, you! Let me out of here!
Architect's balls! That was some fine killing! Would have preferred you'd left one or two of those traitorous miscreants for me to sharpen my blade on, but no matter. Serves me right trying to help those sorely lacking in the gray matter. But they rightly paid for their transgression. Betraying someone sent by the exalted leader of the glorious dawn herself warrants a painful death. Name's Azza. You are?
Mostly someone who's generally stumbling into the wrong place at the worst time. Like now.
No need for such false modesty. If you hadn't come along, I may have been done for.
Any ideas why they betrayed you?
None whatsoever. All I know is that they were planning on killing me by filling my room with Serenium gas. I was here to help them scavenge for old order technology to further investigate the wonder of the rifts.
I'm curious about this glorious dawn you mentioned before.
We are simply a group of enlightened individuals seeking to spread the truth of the rifts, despite our persecution by those who seek to keep the masses aimless and distraught.
And the truth would be?
The rifts only seem destructive because we are looking at them from the point of view of imperfect, mortal bodies. To be deconstructed by a rift is to be reborn in perfection.
Oh goody. You really believe that rifts are some gateway to paradise?
The rifts are a device of the architect to hasten humankind's perfection. They reduce whatever comes into contact with them to mathematically perfect information. We are nothing but that information, but we cannot see that because we exist in a chaotic and disordered reality. The universe is decaying, and our efforts to manage it are futile. The rifts are a perfectly ordered phase of existence. No chaos, no striving, no suffering. Peace and unity with the architect themselves.
Ridiculous. The rift's existence is an anomaly, nothing more. Their existence begs for correction.
I see no need to respond to such heresy. You are obviously ill-informed.
Okay then. Azza, what's your next move now that you're exacted your revenge?
I have similar business at the N-Ray range. These fools were only part of the contingent that betrayed me. I aim to see them pay the same price, though maybe with more disemboweling. I could use your help there, and I'm sure my particular talents could be of service to you. If you'd deign to take me on, of course.
Sure, what could possibly go wrong?
Nothing that will live to regret. But it seems like you've already a full contingent with you.
Inez, go back to the incognito.
Really, Commander? You're swapping me out for her? All right. When you need someone you can actually trust, you know where to find me.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go kill us some traitors.
Broadcasting cognitive resonance across Arcadia, this is Grand Plan Wireless. You are a necessary part of the plan. Therefore, you need to be part of the Order of the Ascendant. Drop by our predictory today and find out how you can take an active part in your future. Keep put, much is left to come. Avid followers of our predictive playlists are already aware of which song follows.
So, you decided the crew needed another cutthroat, did you? I don't mean to criticize the faults in your logic, but you realize Azza is a completely inefficient killer, yes?
I thought she could learn from you. That you might take her under your wing, perhaps.
Well, do admit I've always wanted an understudy. Someone to pass on my vast knowledge of calculated murder and mayhem. But Azza? I'm uncertain she's the right choice to inherit it. However, perhaps you see something I yet haven't, and I should keep looking. I'll need to ponder this further.
Okay. Let's talk later.
May all our... Yes, dear? Anything on your mind? May all our...
Hi. Hitting a weak spot put a doom timer on target. When the counter expires, the target takes extreme damage. That sounds great. You know what? Okay, so she has a knife and body armor. Spread the message. I shall use her wrist-mounted explosive gadget, firing explosive and charging. Holding the location, enemy take heavy damage. Okay. As a companion ability, charges faster, and the other companion can hold 2 charges. When Azza is in a party faction with neutral or higher reputation, needs a higher bounty before they consider you an outlaw. Oh, okay. Every third melee attack by Azza inflicts dagger and deal bonus damage. Azza chooses discretion over aggression and attempt to flank weak targets in combat. Do not care about that at all. The explosion caused by Azza companion ability cover a larger area, allowing to hit more enemies. After using companion, Azza deal bonus damage for a short duration. Okay, yeah. Azza in the party is disabling mind gives you crafting material, don't care. Asa increased damage dealt by your stealth attacks while she's in. Oh, that's insane. Okay, never switching her out then. Asa companion ability now inflicts stun. Asa automatically gain 1 charge of companion ability when combat starts. Stun is fine. Asa upgrades your mines and explosives, making them more potent while she's in the party. Your explosives all deal more damage, and your mines will automatically knock down enemies. That's insane. As occasion perform a flurry of attack with her knife, stunning the target for duration of the attack and dealing incredible damage. That's insane as well. Very rarely am I mix on which one to get here. Asa upgrades your mines and explosives. 25% damage. I don't use that. Let's just have her do this.
Something your fractions should never be.
I will take commando. Wait, what? That doesn't have... This has a faction?
One thing that you have to know.
What?
Irrationality is good for the workflow. How can that be? How can that be? Infinite, a measure of mystery, unveils the key to logic's asymmetry.
It shouldn't have a faction, but I guess so.
How can that be? Irrationality.
I can't believe I'm surrounded by idiots. Not you, I mean the other idiots.
I'm guessing you mean the idiot who betrayed you. What exactly happened to them?
They betrayed me. They betrayed the Dawn. They need to die. What more is there to know?
How about why?
Who can say what drives those who have clearly lost their minds?
The answer to that might require a dangerous amount of self-awareness. Dangerous to all those around you.
What can tell me about this N-ray range place we're going to?
It will be for the swine who betrayed me. Oh, you mean the range itself? It's a site for developing and testing N-ray technology. N-rays can be deadly once processed, and they should be fairly contained, though I wouldn't put it past those fools to have meddled with things beyond their comprehension. I just hope they haven't all gotten themselves killed before I've had a go at them.
How about something else?
Such as?
Tell me about the Glorious Dawn.
We are simply a group of enlightened individuals seeking to spread the truth of the rifts, despite our persecution by those who seek to keep the masses aimless and distraught. Such as?
You.
Nothing of much worth to tell there. I'd rather hear your story.
I like my life when it had little worth, still trying to figure out how I ended up here.
It sounds like you've let others dictate your existence with their culturally imposed limitations and narrow interpretation of righteousness and truth. Joining the Glorious Dawn freed me of such nonsense. They gave me a completely new life, wiped away all traces of fear and repression, and replaced them with unbridled freedom. My world used to be devoid of color. Everything was gray. Now everything is vibrant, like the arterial spray of a freshly opened vein.
You know, charming metaphor notwithstanding, I'm still interested to hear more about your life.
And I'm still not interested in discussing it.
Okay.
Leftover spratwurst, wilted lettuce, spoiled mayonnaise? Don't eat yesterday's sandwich. Instead, enjoy cultured banquet. A 100% fabricated meal. The consummation of consumption.
From the Order of the Ascendant. Whimsical computational jest 37A. Be like the minus operator and make a difference today. And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become allergic to water this year.
It means your proof is ended. Publication is recommended. QED Codero demonstrandum. Hard to recall. Here's an easy acronym. QED. Quickly elucidate and demonstrate. QED. Get to the point and do not vacillate. You've checked your words and verified your data. Send in your
Okay. Well, guys, it's like 2 a.m. We're gonna call it here, and I will continue playing this while later today, or whenever I wake up, probably. So yeah, until then, we found a new companion in the most unexpected places. Like, technically, you don't even have to go through here. You can just jump across or something. Like, there should be a way right there as well. Or is that the whole cliffside? I'm not sure. But yeah, you know, expect to find another companion here. We're getting a lot of female companion. Hopefully the next one is man. Not saying, you know, anything there, but like, come on now. Have an even split would be nice. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Bye.